Hey everybody, Viking was back at you with another unboxing video for you. Sorry about the voice, I've near enough lost it purely because Bloodstock open air, I've just literally about an hour come back from Bloodstock open air. I had a little nap, but I'm shattered and I absolutely loved every minute of it. So this video is going to be about my Bloodstock open air adventures. Me and my good friend Stewie went because he came with me. It was his first time and we got the train to Birmingham and then we got a train to Tamworth and then we got the shuttle. But when I got to Tamworth, there was a guy who come past me and he stopped me and he said, "Hi John, Power Symphonic," which he knew me and I was like, "Oh, that's cool." So quite a few people recognised me. I had a blast. Well, I'd seen that many bands that they're all written down on my laptop because it would be because me trying to remember every band, but there was some new ones, some great ones, some old ones. There was one, there was a few bad ones, but we'll get into that. So we got there the Thursday, and there wasn't as many bands on the Thursday because Thursday usually there's something like 4 or 5 bands on, because it's just to say let everybody get to Bloodstock set up and all that sort of stuff. I got my tent, set it up, absolutely perfect. The rain during Bloodstock there was a little bit of rain, but it was alright. Most of the time it was sunny and dry. Well, at 6:15 I seen a band called Frozen Soul. I couldn't really quite tell the sort of genre that I'd pigeonhole them in, but there wasn't too bad. And after their set, my friend Sue was like, "Would you ever say dip into these and collect their albums and all that sort of stuff and research and everything?" And I said, "No, I don't think they're that type of band that I, literally fully listen to and fully dip into, because it wasn't too bad." And then there was symphonic power metal band Visions of Atlantis, which I absolutely love that band. They are fantastic. I seen them on the Deep in the Dark tour and they were great, but this was their Pirates tour and they were terrible. It's not that the whole band are terrible, it was the sound. There was something in the tent, there was something about the sound. Don't know what it was, I think there was technical difficulties or something, but it was really bad, the sound, and really didn't like it. But other than that, the band did give 110%. But then after that, there was the Bloodstock open air welcome party where I stayed, where it's just a DJ playing all metal bangers from everything from Metallica, but then they play stuff like Guns N' Roses, Iron Maiden, Slipknot, all that sort of good stuff. And I stayed for a couple of songs, but then I went back to the tent because of how hot it was Thursday. I was dehydrated, shattered, and carrying all that stuff on the coach and the train took it out of me. I had a headache, and I was like, you know what? I drank plenty of water, but I thought, you know what? I'm just gonna go back to the tent and I'm gonna sleep it off. And I managed to get something like 5 to 6 hours sleep before waking up the Friday because I was purely too excited for the band. But yeah, Friday, there was a load of bands on the Friday, which was awesome. I started off at 11:45 with a band called Witch Hazel, which are medieval metal. I'm not sure where they're from. I don't know if they're from the UK or if it didn't quite hear if it actually said they were from the UK, but they were fantastic. I thought I'm definitely checking them out purely because of the genre. When it said medieval metal, I thought it was going to be right up my street, and yep, they were definitely right up my street. Then there was a band on called Hate. They were death/black metal. I caught a little bit of their set list because I met up with a friend who was having a good yakka, and then I realised the time, and by the time I got there I missed quite a bit of their set, so I seen some of it, and what I seen, they were good. Then I went through the metal market and I actually bought a lot of merch, but as you can see, this is full of merch, so I'm going to be doing a separate video on my Bloodstock open air merch hauls because I've got so much to show you. So instead of including in this, I'll have a Bloodstock open air merch one. But then I seen most of Sacred Reich. I seen their set list and loved them. Love my thrash metal. I thought they were great. I thought I'd love to check them out live, so I'm going to fully dip loads more into that band. Then there was Devil's Henchman, and I was on one of the smaller stages, the New Blood stage, and they were a thrash metal band. I did kind of enjoy them, but I was just tired from walking around, and then obviously because of the Thursday, so I seen part of their set and then I thought I'm gonna go and sit down and just relax. And then there was a band called Wild Heat, and they're classic rock slash metal. I really wanted to see them, but I was just really tired. I had a little look around the market, and then I went back and caught the rest of their set, and they played a cover of Ozzy Osbourne, Bark at the Moon, which I thought was bloody fantastic. But then I seen the band Fury. I've seen these about 10 times now. My good friend Julian Jenkins is the vocalist, and they were incredible. My friend Stewie said that he loved them. Actually got a Fury t-shirt on. And then I spoke to Julian after the gig, because he was walking around Bloodstock with his partner Naya. I had a really good chat, and was on about Manchester United because he's a Manchester United fan, and we were both fully agreed, and we both celebrated that Harry Maguire has left the club because he's a terrible player. But they were great. It was great to see him again, and I said I'll catch him on the road again. Then I had another little look around the metal market and bought quite a few things. But then I seen In Flames, Swedish melodic death metal. I've been wanting to see these for quite a while. They didn't disappoint. They were incredible. One of the highlights of my weekend. I've actually recorded footage of certain bands of their stuff. So like a minute, 2 minutes of their stuff. So I will be posting videos on my shorts, so you'll be seeing live videos of like Sepultura, Fury, In Flames, Megadeth and other bands. So I'll be doing them in these shorts. So if you check the shorts, there's a load of videos that I'll be posting up. So if you want to see what it was like. Then I seen a band called Hidden Intent, another thrash metal band. They were absolutely cool. I thought I need to listen to these, but tiredness and my back was pain, so I thought I'm gonna give myself a rest. But then the headliners for the Friday was Killswitch Engage, and they didn't disappoint. I've actually seen Killswitch Engage once, and that was during the Iron Maiden, because Iron Maiden played in Birmingham, and it was the Legacy of the Beast tour, and they were support Killswitch Engage, and I thought they were brilliant. I do like metalcore, but the thing is, I don't like it as much, so I've got to be in the right mood. And yeah, so then Killswitch Engage, and then there's a band called Trivium, and the melodic stuff, and I don't mind it, but as I said, I have to be fully in the right mood, because it's not something I overly listen to. So when I checked the lineup of the whole bands at Bloodstock, I made a list of all the bands and their genres, and I knew which ones to avoid. But there was a lot of deathcore and that sort of stuff, and I thought it's not my thing at all. As I said, I like core in moderation, so I thought I'd give all these bands a miss. But the melodic death metal and the power metal and all that sort of stuff, brilliant. Saturday, I went to see Ambrius, and they was on the Sophie's tent stage, and they were anthemic progressive power. Really enjoyed their stuff. I thought I need to give them a listen and dip into them. So their band, I've made a note, as well as a couple of the other bands. I've made a note of them, and them other bands that I'm going to be doing my research on, listening to more of them, that sort of stuff. I was meant to see the band Earn, because I thought they're doomy metal, and I thought I really want to check them out, but I was having a good look around the metal market, splashing more money out, because I spent over 300 quid, and I was chatting to a good friend, and by the time I said I better go to the main stage, I was near enough finished, so I caught like the last song, and they sounded pretty good. But I thought it's not overly something I listen to a lot of. Doom, sludge, all that sort of stuff. It's just not something I really listen to much. But then I seen a band called Vice, and they were thrash metal. I really enjoyed them. Thought they were cool. I thought, yeah, I need to dip more into them. I missed the Bath because they were clashing, which I thought was annoying, that they were clashing with bands I wanted to see, and because they finished at like 6:15, and I was like, it was a bit of a pain. But then there was a band called Triptychon, and they were extreme metal, but the whole of their set, they were just doing Celtic Frost covers, and I saw the majority of that set list, and yeah, I did enjoy them, and I thought they'd done the songs justice, so I was really happy about that. Then there was a band called Trollfest I seen in the I was actually sitting outside the Sophie tent, and I heard the band Trollfest. I heard their set list, and I seen all the Pink Flamingos, because they've got a song called Pink Flamingo. They're like a parody band, and I heard them because I was there with my friend Alice, and they were fantastic. I thought I need to see them on their own tour, but because of me getting old back and everything, I just sat out there and listen. You could perfectly hear the music, so I sat and listened to it. But then I was going to see Meshuggah, and I wanted to see them. They're more like progressive gent, that sort of stuff, but I didn't see them. I was outside the Sophie tent, and I could hear them from the main stage, but I really wanted to see Brothers of Metal and their Swedish power metal band sing about Vikings, Valhalla and all that sort of stuff. They were incredible. I made sure I got to the front to them, but the only downside about that band, there was dozens of crowd surfers, and then you've got kicked in the head how many times of people moshing too hard, shoving and pushing, and it got a bit too rowdy, and my friend Stewie got pulled out because he just couldn't handle it, and I managed to sit through the set, but then after the set I was like, you know what, I'm going to go back to the tent. But then there was a DJ on the dark side of the Scarecrow. It was one of the members of Evil Scarecrow, and he was doing his DJ set, so I thought I'd stay for a song or two and listen to a couple of bands, and yeah, I enjoyed the thing, because I heard Metallica, and then I heard Korn, which I haven't listened to Korn for quite a while in honesty, and I think it was Blind or something, and I thought not too bad. So then I went back to the tent and slept it off. But then we had the Sunday. The first band I went to see, which was 10:30 in the morning, was Phoenix Lake, and they're a melodic metal band. Oh my god, they didn't disappoint. They were a great band. I thought I finally need to dip into these, so I'm literally gonna dip into them. But yeah, sorry about my voice. I feel rough, but I thought I want to get a video doing just my tales of Bloodstock. Then I seen Sanguinum on the new Blood stage, and even though there was only for 30 minutes, they're a UK melodic death metal band, and I love my mellow death, and I was like, whoa, I'm seriously definitely going to dip into their stuff, because they really impressed me. Then I was on the main stage to see a Swedish band. They're like Swedish black metal, but they've got a mixture of various other stuff in their music, and they were called Tribulation. I sat through the whole of or stood through the whole of their set. Really enjoyed them. I've got a couple of their albums, and I thought I need to sit down with them albums and listen to more of them. But I got into them through Banger TV. Great band. Do highly recommend it to them. Then I sat there with my friend, and we sat and watched Polish death metal band Decapitated. I sat through the whole of their set, and I quite enjoyed it. And then on the screen, you could see the stage, you could see the crowd, and I seen the mosh pit, and I thought, bloody hell, I'm glad I wasn't in that mosh pit, because it looked like people were getting battered. So yeah, they're a great band. I've got a couple of their albums. I did an unboxing video on their last studio album, and I thought these are great, so I thought, love them, need to fully dip more into them. Then we was on the Jägermeister stage, which is the tiniest stage you can get on, and I seen they're a power metal band, but they're more like the silly type of power metal, cheesy power metal band, and they were called Skies Turn Black, and had a guitar. They were brilliant. That was probably the best band that I'd seen on the whole festival. They blew me away, and I thought, I'm definitely going to get their stuff. They told me if I went to the main stage to the merch store, there'd be merch. Had a look, I couldn't find nothing, so I'm going to go on their official Facebook or something. I'm going to look for their stuff, but I'm also going to send them a message, and then I'll be telling them about my group Power Symphonic, and saying that they must join, and I want to help promote that band and get them where they need to be. Then there was Sepultura. That's the thing, I'd seen Skies Turn Black, and I were clashing with Sepultura, so I saw the whole of Skies Turn Black, and then the Jägermeister stage is right next to the main stage of Stone Throw, so then I quickly went to meet my friend. I missed the first 10 minutes of Sepultura, which I knew was gonna, because I wanted to see Skies Turn Black. And then, oh my god, Sepultura are fantastic. When I seen Derek Green on the screen, and I was like, oh, he's completely bald, because every time I've seen him, he's got dreadlocks. completely bald, just cut his hair. I don't know if he's old age or if he just fancies a change or something. And I thought it didn't really suit him, the bald head, but they were great. They played all the Sepultura stuff, but somebody said to me, if you want to hear all the Sepultura classics, just go to a sci-fi show, because Max Cavalera sings them all anyway. But yeah, I fully enjoyed that, and I thought I'd happily go see them again. But then after Sepultura, there was a band called Outer Gods, and they were extreme metal. I caught a tiny bit of their stuff because I was just sat down because my back was aching, and I did enjoy it, and I thought I need to literally dip into these and give these a go. Halloween were meant to be on the main stage, but they pulled out, so we saw KK's Priest, which is KK Downing from Judas Priest, and it's his band with Tim the Ripper Owens on vocals. They played a couple of tracks off the debut KK Priest album, and then they went through a lot of the Judas Priest back catalogue. They played my all-time favourite Judas Priest song, which was Nightcrawler, but then they played Beyond the Realms of Death and also Breaking the Law. When they played Beyond the Realms of Death, that was it. I nearly blubbered because that song is fantastic. But Nightcrawler, as I said, that's my favourite song. I couldn't believe they were playing it. I never enough lost my voice to that. But then after KK's Priest, I actually went for a little walk because I went to the toilet, and then I went to grab some food, and then me and my good friend Stewie found a nice spot, and we went to see the mighty thrash metal band Megadeth. Now, I'd seen them at down at festival, but we only caught like 60% of their set because we had to be at the main stage for Iron Maiden, because we wanted to be near the front for Iron Maiden, so we left halfway through. But Megadeth are brilliant. He's still got it. Dave Mustaine, he's still got it. I can't believe they played a Tout Le Monde, which is my favourite Megadeth song, but then also Dystopia. But then they'd done a cover of The Four Horsemen, and a few people have said Metallica, The Four Horsemen. Dave was the one that wrote that song, which I thought, I know most of the stuff off Kill 'Em All, and I heard a couple off Ride the Lightning were written by Dave Mustaine, and Metallica just pinched all the songs or somewhat, which if they did, I'm not impressed. But Megadeth, great. I do highly recommend. Still got it to this day, even with his big fluffy hair, which I seen and was like, still got that fluffy hair. Then there was a closing party. This was Sunday, and the closing party was just a DJ playing all metal bangers, but I thought I'd go check them out, and there was a couple of songs, but I went home. But then on, what day was it on now? I just forgot. On the Friday, Candlemass were playing their Epic Doom, and they're on in the Sophie tent, and I stood outside the Sophie tent and listened to, I think it was 10 minutes of Candlemass. Now, they're not something I overly listen to. I did enjoy what I heard, and I thought they don't sound too bad, but I was having a good chat with a friend, and we was on about this because I've only got a set amount of hours in the day before I've got to be up for work and all that sort of stuff, and there's that many bands releasing albums. I haven't really got the time to constantly listen to new bands, dip into the older ones, so I've got a select few bands, a select few genres that I listen to, but I gave them a go. It wasn't too bad. I'll maybe catch them on tour when they do their own tour in the UK. But then my friend, I think it was a Friday, I was sitting there outside with my friend outside the Sophie tent, my friend Alice, and a guy came up in a hazmat suit, ski goggles, and he was holding 2 loo rolls that you clean, the glue brushes that you clean the toilet with, and he was like, "All right, John." And I was like, "Who the bloody hell is this?" It was my good friend Martin from Telford. He was seeing a band called Gutter Axe. I'd never heard him, and he said no, he's not into their music, he didn't like them, but the whole of their content theme and their lyrics and stuff are about poo, shit, diarrhea, human feces and all that sort of stuff. I was laughing my bloody head off. I said to him, "Oh my God," and yeah, he was dressed apart, and he said they were great, and I thought, yeah, that was absolutely awesome. But yeah, other than the toilets of Bloodstock, which a few people had blocked the toilets, and then Saturday I couldn't get back to my tent because after the DJ, and I thought I want to go back to the tent. The whole of Midgard was blocked off, and he said, "You're going to have to wait." And I said, "Oh, can't you get through?" And he said, "No, the coroner's there at the moment." And the minute he said the coroner, I was like, oh no. Supposedly a bloke had snuffed it. He's supposedly taken ketamine, I don't even know what that is. And then supposedly just after, straight after, he done mushrooms, whatever that is, shrooms or somebody said. And he must have forgot that he'd done ket, and he went back and alcohol and done some more ketamine or something, whatever that is. I supposedly he took that, or is it needles, stick it in your arm or something. I don't know nothing about drugs because I keep away from them. But he done that, so them two, ket and mushrooms mixed with alcohol and everything, and it obviously killed him off. Which I feel for the bloke, but because you know you don't wish anybody dying at a festival, but also I just think it's his own fault because he's the one that took all the thing and he knew the risks and all that sort of stuff. So it's his own fault. But I feel sorry for his friends, family, and everything that they've lost, you know, partner, son, all that sort of stuff. So gutted. But got up this morning. It was hammering it down. Luckily, I was in a dry tent, but it was hammering it down, and I was absolutely knackered because I hadn't got much sleep purely because of the binge ousters. And now I do my nutting, but I managed to get up. I got everything ready, and then I was like, you know what, I'm not going to go and put the tent down yet. And my Stewie next door shouted him, and I said to him that, look, let's just sit in the tent for a bit because we got up until 12 p.m. So we waited half hour, and then it eased off and it stopped raining, and that's when I got out and folded the tent up, tried to get it back in the bag, struggled, so I put it back in, managed to get the tent back in, and then obviously walked to the coach pick up, and I see the bloke new enough go flying in the mud. But yeah, because somebody had blocked one of the urinals last night, and I went for a piss, and as I went to that urinal, I realised it was blocked. I walked past it, the wee had gone all over the floor. I slipped. I nearly went arse over tit, and then nearly landed arse down in it. So I would have sat straight down in a big like lake of piss and human feces and whatnot. Which that wouldn't have been pleasant. But it was funny though. I would have laughed my head off, and then I would have had to think, oh, I need a shower. But I've just got back, so you know, I thought I'd do a quick video, and I'm about to go and take a shower because I smell like Bloodstock. So yeah, I've got the wristband still on, and then I've got the big green coach because we've got the coach this year. But yeah, I'm done in, knackered, loved every moment of it. They've actually announced a load of bands for next year already, and the headliners for the Sunday on the Ronnie James Dio stage is the one and only Swedish Viking metal, which I seen and did a review last month. I'm on them off. I cannot wait. But then they've also announced the US power metal band Unleash the Archers, which great. And then there's, I believe this one's from Greek, but they're symphonic death metal, and that is Septic Flesh. And I seen them the last time there was a Bloodstock. They're incredible. So that's 3 bands. I can't wait. Rotting Christ, I don't really know much about them. There's a band called Clutch. Don't even know who they are. Flogging Molly. Really don't know much about them, so I thought I'm going to give them a go. So there's 3 of them. There's another band, and the name's just gone off the top of my head, but yeah, so I'm going to be definitely getting my ticket for next year. So I hope this video wasn't too long, but that's my review on Bloodstock. I was actually going to do a video review like when I got up for Bloodstock. I was just going to do a quick video saying hi, I'm off the Bloodstock, and then I was going to edit it all and make one video. But I'd completely forgot, so I thought I'd just do this. But so if you check the shorts, I've got some footage of the bands playing at Bloodstock. And then I'm also just about to do this video on my merch haul. So I'll be getting that done, and that'll be on my YouTube channel. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you're new to this channel, if you want to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, all of that sort of good stuff, because it's many unboxing videos, but then I do, as I said, keep reviews, festival reviews, talk about the bands I love, show off my collection, the latest haul, all of that sort of good stuff. So I hope you all enjoyed this. I'm about to go take a shower, wash my hair and everything, and then I'm going to actually take a lie down because I'm absolutely shattered. So Viking was saying peace out, and I'll catch you in the next video. I'm still a bit upset that I've had to leave Bloodstock, but I'm still buzzing after all them bands. So I'll see you in the next one. So have a good one, and see you later.